We're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a weird random podcast. I'm your host, Ruben Cuban, and I'm with the one and only Music Man.
Hello.
Well, I'm gonna start things hot today. So today, the other day, I found something about a. Let me see if I can look that. A woman. There was a post recently. Well, I don't know. Alright, so, Steven, I got a question. Yo, Steven,
What?
I got a question.
What?
Alright. So,
What's your question? And it better not be a dumb question.
it's not a dumb question, it's not dumb. Relax.
Let's do your ridiculous question of the day.
Okay. So, there's a person robbing your home. You got a wife and kids. So, you don't realize the guy's robbing. Your wife does and your kids, but you're outside, right? You're over here like doing yard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your wife's freaking out. The kids are freaking out. The guy has a gun. He's over here like, if y'all don't stop making noise, I'm gonna kill you. Well, your wife thinks of a crazy idea. Goes to robber like, I'll suck your dick. And the robber's like, okay.
You're already making this a stupid question.
Don't worry.
This is not a normal question.
Don't worry. So, your wife starts going to town. Oh shit. Your wife starts going to town on this guy, and you come in. You're like, what the fuck? And you start going like you knock out the guy. You're like, what the fuck? Bam. And your wife is like, oh my god, thank God, honey. Like literally, this guy came in and had a gun pointed at my head and was trying to rob us. You know. So then, you're like, oh, what the hell? You call the cops, comes, the news crews come, they're like, hey, we want to cover this story real quick. They're doing news stories. But in that situation, would you let that happen?
No.
Alright, well, what do you tell your girl? Because your girl just saved your kid's life. You know? You know that's it. What?
No, the news story wouldn't get posted.
What?
The news story wouldn't get posted to the
Why?
social media. Would you do it?
What?
Let the social media post about it.
No. What I'm saying is, would you be okay that your girl did that, right?
No, I wouldn't be okay with it.
Would you be with her still, or would you just have a good talk with her?
I would have a conversation with her about it.
Like, what would you say?
She doesn't need to do that again, but also too, that type of shit, that's why cameras need to be put in the house. Motion detectors.
Now, well, yeah, obviously, but you don't, you're not in this situation. You don't have that money, all this. So, alright. So, now we'll put a little twist on it. Alright, the robber comes in. You and your wife and your kids are on the couch. He's like, everybody fucking get down, right? He has a gun pointing at y'all, so you guys can't do anything. And then your wife is like, sir, stop. I have a proposition for you.
No, I wouldn't even let her do anything. I gently suck in a way, toggle with for the gun, and take it, even if he gets a shot off.
Well, what if like you're in a situation where you're like you didn't do anything? You're over here like what the heck? Your girl's
Why
like,
are you making out that I'm a wimp that doesn't do anything?
I'm not. I'm just.
That's what it sounds like you're having me doing in this scenario yet again.
Oh my god, relax, dude. So your girl's like, wait, I have an idea, and Robert's like, all right, what's your idea? It's like, I'll give you oral sex, and Robert's like, all right, go for it, you know. And if this is when you come in, you start like once he's like in the zone, you start beating him up. You know. Now, what? Well, if your girl asked that question, what would you say?
What was the question you liked out in that fit?
Oh, no, sorry. I said. So your girl just asked, hey, to the robber, hey, I'll give you a BJ right now. What would you? What would be your reaction?
I'd be upset and I'd be wondering what the fuck is done.
Give me what?
I would be upset and wondering why she's trying to do something stupid like that.
Alright. Now the robber's like, okay, like, come over here. What do you do there?
No, I would try to grab the gun from him.
And he's over here like, the fuck are you doing? Like, fucking pushes you off, like, you better fucking calm down or I'm gonna fucking do something.
I don't care if he shoots me or not. I'd wrestle him to the ground and I'd take the gun.
You make it like the guy doesn't shoot you.
Yeah, I said I don't care if he shoots me. The plan is to make sure the family gets out safely. That's the role of the man of the house.
Alright, hell yeah.
I take the point of getting shot, and that's done. To making sure my wife and kids or whatever don't get injured.
Now, I'll put another twist to the situation. All right. So we're gonna put the situation. You can't just put like, oh, you want to do that now. So you're in a situation. You're tied up. All right. Unfortunately, you're tied up, and you know the man's tied up. Your girl's tied up. Your family's tied up. Right. The guy that's robbing you is like, all right, guys, sorry, but all you guys have to die, even though we're robbing y'all. Okay.
Then you're gonna go back to her offering the second page or something.
Yeah, so your wife is like, wait, how about I do this? And you spare our family's life.
No, I would make sure that I try to headbutt him or something.
Well, you can't, you're tied up. Like, you're literally, hands and feet are tied, you're like, they're tied up.
Did he?
What?
Did he tie my head?
No, but you're tied to a point where you wouldn't be.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I can't move my head and try to headbutt him.
Well, you'd be far away from you.
No.
When was the last time you tried to?
They tie people together. They tie their arms and back to each other.
Yeah, that's what probably gonna happen. I highly doubt you'll have the strength to lift up like a bunch of kids and your wife trying to headbutt someone.
The kids normally get tied separately. They always tie the parents together and have the kids. So
Well,
if they do something to the kids or to the adults, either one's can watch. That's usually how that works.
Okay, all right. See, well, we're gonna put in that you can't headbutt him. The guy's just far away, and even if he.
What am I supposed to do? Is just let her do it? That's only how the end scenario is. Just let her do it.
No, like, well, what would you say something to her like, yo, honey, like?
Yeah, I tell her no.
And she's like, but honey, like,
It's not gonna let us live.
it's for the kids. He said that he'll let us live if I just give him a quickie. You know?
No, I wouldn't believe him as
So-
far as I could tell him.
And she's like, so you're willing to let the family die because of this?
He isn't gonna let you live anyway, so what's the point? He's not gonna let anyone live.
And she's like, are you serious? You're really gonna let the?
I'm not letting that happening now.
It's like, and she's like, you can close your eyes if you want.
No.
He's like, wow. Wow. You're willing to risk the family's life over this.
No. That ain't happening.
She's like, wow. And here I thought you were a man. And she like starts arguing with you in front of this guy, the robber. Oh. Alright, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch over to a different question.
If it's gonna be the same type of question, just phrased differently and just a different scenario, no, I'm good.
No, it's gonna be different. Different scenario. No, like it's not gonna be sexual, so don't worry. All right. It's gonna be very interesting though. I don't know how you're gonna take it. So we're gonna put it like this. All right. Steven. Alright. I think I've asked you this before, but even so, if I did ask you this, just to answer it for the people that are watching this stream. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You and your girl, you guys walking down the park. And, you know, you're just chilling, having a good time. You know, hey, you know, honey, the sky is blue, the clouds are moving, you know, birds are chirping, the bees are being. And then you hear like a argument going on, like what the hell? And you see another couple, and the guy is fucking beating this girl's ass, like punching her and kicking her and fucking like fuck you bitch, da 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 da, you know. And
I would tell my girl to call the cops while I try to make sure stop him from hitting them.
so
And that's my honest answer on that. Trying to make sure I would have the girl I'm with call the cops, tell them to get here. I would try to stop him from hitting her, the woman that he's hitting, long enough for the cops to come and arrest the guy.
now, what if the guy overtakes you?
I would just keep him distracted long enough for the cops to get there and everything.
No.
Dario, in a way, you want to keep him distracted long enough for the cops to come in to arrest him.
Now, what do you do if the guy's girl is like, leave us alone, it's none of your business?
None of my business. I don't like seeing people getting hit for no fucking reason.
You think then walk away?
No. I wasn't raised like that.
So then the girl's like, if you don't leave, I'm gonna call the cops on you.
Well, the cops are already being called.
So then she started dialing her own cops.
So, doesn't matter.
Now, you have two sets of cops come up to you. The first set's for y'all, and the second set's for them.
So, and she's gonna have the beat marks proving that he hit her, and the proof of me and my girl seeing what happened. So,
Thank you for the 80 subscribers, guys. It's been a long journey. So Steven, what hentai you're watching again?
Call the 100.
The, the hentai is called Call of the 100. Okay.
No, not the 100, just 100.
Alright. What would you do, man, if you were in the mall and for some reason you couldn't control it? No matter what no matter what you say, this is what happens. Like literally, like there is no way of you preventing this. It just happens. You're just walking down the mall. Your stomach hurts so badly, and you try to go to the bathroom, but it's too late. Literally, you just sharded yourself. Like you're wearing shorts and fucking diarrhea is just slipping out of the crack of your fucking shorts. People are watching.
I always make sure I would hold where the seams are at so that they wouldn't leak, and I would get myself to the bathroom, clean up in there the best I can, and then go to a store or something and buy me a pair of shorts and a pair of underwear.
Okay. Now, what if like the security stops you before you go to the bathroom? Like, hey, what's going on? Like, what the heck? Why are you pooping?
Normally, security's not running around the mall, so.
Well, at this moment there is. There's like the guy stops you. You're like, hey man, what's going on? Like,
I need to use the bathroom, so.
like no. Yeah. Doing a podcast. So he's over here like, well, before you go to the bathroom, I need you to answer my question. Like, why are you dripping poop right now?
Because I literally got to use the bathroom, and sadly enough, I couldn't hold it, and it happened, so I gotta go to the bathroom and clean up.
So then a woman screams like, oh my god, that guy's just pooping for no reason. And the officer's like, sir, you're causing a scene right now. You better fix this right away.
Let me go clean up, and I'll clean up my mess.
He's like, all right, well, do you have a change of clothes?
No, I have to buy some.
Like, well, you can't leave the store naked.
Well, if I get a pair of clothes, a pair of shorts or underwear, I will leave the store naked. Obviously.
So, if you clean yourself, how are you gonna leave the bathroom with what clothes?
Apparently, what I would have to do is clean up, and most of the poop is on my jaws, and I'll just wear my shorts, go buy me a pair of shorts, underwear, go back to a bathroom, and change.
Alright.
Clean up any other mess, so.
He's like, well, I better not be around. If I see that, then I have to arrest you.
The mess will be cleaned up.
Alright.
Are you sure you're alright?
Who is that?
No. What?
Who just said if you're alright?
No one. I'm watching the 100 and that's what's on.
Oh, the hentai, yeah. Can't believe you're watching hentai right now.
You would have won hands down, no question.
But on to the next question.
No, but you drop the subject. Let us fucking want to get busted by a stupid boy, please. And up the rest. Don't the lady.
Oh shit.
The magical experience of feeling of the blind and down the space. Not something to quick anymore. It looks like you're okay now.
Fuck. Alright.
Don't hurt yourself now.
No, I'm not hurt. Alright, so the next.
Van holding up.
What?
Your van.
Oh, that's pretty good right there.
Did you get the window thing?
No, I gotta still go to a fucking junkyard for that shit.
I thought you were gonna put it in.
What?
The window motor?
Well, it's missing some fucking things that hold it. So
Oh, I thought you had everything.
no, well, I have the whole assembly. I'm missing the things that are already supposed to be on the fucking thing.
What do you? I thought you said the guy gave you everything, and there was everything there already. All you had to do was change it out.
Yeah, well, then I was looking at it. I'm like, hey, we're having a thing. It's like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, relax. I'll get this all fucking situated. Don't worry, Steven Winston.
What, you gonna paint this vehicle purple too?
No,
Oh, what's this vehicle gonna be? Like pink or something?
green,
Oh.
purple, and green, brother.
Oh, that's just showing your Hispanic side, brother.
Hey, at least I'm not gay like you, brother.
I'm not gay, motherfucker. I choose to stay
You
single.
choose to be gay.
I choose to stay single because every fucking relationship I see around me has gone fucking stupidity around me. So that's it.
Alright,
I haven't seen one fucking good enough girl that's fine.
alright.
for myself, so.
Besides the point. Alright, next question. Alright. So,
Hey, hi, sir.
you're at work, brother. Alright, you finally got a job. Alright, like, hell yeah, you start working. And out of nowhere, you notice a coworker of yours is being a little weird to you, man. He's been very weird.
He might have just acting weird.
Well, just being weird, but he's been weird towards you only, not to anyone else. And you notice that he's looking at you, following you around. You're doing your job, and he doesn't do his. And then one day, he starts talking to you like, "Hey, Steven. So I know we don't talk as much, and we don't really work with each other much, but you've caught my attention, and I just want to ask you, what are you doing after work?" No, this guy's coming out that's gay to you,
Yeah, I'm not gay.
and he's like, "No, I didn't say anything about gay. I just said if you want to hang."
So I go home after work.
He's like, "Oh yeah, like if you want me to meet up at your place, I can."
No.
He's
I'm
like,
alone.
he's like, "You don't have to be alone. I could be there."
No.
So then you keep denying him, and then he keeps being persistent. He keeps asking like, "Hey, when are we gonna hang out?"
No, every time and the story.
So then he starts telling all his coworkers how much of an asshole you are. You're like, "Dude, this guy, I've been trying to be nice, and he's like pushing me away. He's telling me to kick rocks, and I'm being nice."
And I don't like being bothered.
And he's like, all right. So then one day you're going home and you realize something felt off. Like, damn, like I feel like someone's been watching me, and it's your coworker that figured out where you lived. So then you don't realize it. You're like, okay. So you go home, and then you get a knock.
Yeah, I would peek through the window or peek through the hole,
So they've hidden themselves, so you won't be able to see who it is.
I peek through the window to see who it is.
No, they've hidden themselves, so you won't be able to see them.
They painted themselves.
No, they've hidden themselves.
And if they knock on the door, I tell them the light to the front porch and make sure the door's locked, and pretty much just ignore. If I don't see anyone there, I walk away and go do on what I'm doing in my house and make sure the back door is locked too.
So they keep knocking on the door. They just keep on knocking.
They can knock all they want. I ain't opening the door.
And they're like, "Steven, open the door!"
Nope. Go the fuck away.
So then, a few weeks go by, you notice that coworker stopped coming to work. And then one day you're at home, you're drinking a nice cold beer, watching TV, and you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it's a coworker. What do you do then?
Secure when I got home that my house is secured. I can do what I do every time when I get home.
Well, this time you didn't. You were just having a stressful day at work, and you just want to get relaxing. And you get there, you're like,
Get my distance from him, if that's what you're asking. I would get next to him, I'd make sure I have my phone, get to my room, lock door, call the cops, end the story on that.
and he breaks down the door like, Steven, I need you.
No. I'd make sure I outrun him. He ain't gonna bust through fucking doors.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a end to this podcast. It's been a little short, and yeah, I'm getting tired. Alright, brother, I'm gonna go to sleep, man. Have a good night. Bye. Alright, guys, have a good night. Bye.